All right, this college football playoff. I'm going to throw one little wild card note at you that you may have come across and may have put together yourself, but it's fascinating to see that while Alabama has made the playoff every year but 1 year, even with this expanded playoff, which would seem to ensure that Alabama and a couple other schools would make it just about every year, that 2019 team, for as good as they were, it's fascinating to me that they would not have made the playoff. I thought that they were the fourth best team in the country, even the way things stood. Not that they earned a playoff spot, but if you go through the homework of applying the 12-team playoff proposal as it stands, if you go to 2019, Alabama, Notre Dame, and Minnesota were 10-2. They would have been left out in favor of some other 10-2 teams like Utah. And so it's just amazing to me that Alabama would have actually missed the 12-team playoff 2 years ago.
It's crazy when you look at that, right? It's crazy because if you go back to that season and the adversity that Alabama had that year, you lose Dylan Moses before the season even starts with an ACL. You lose Joshua McMillan to the same injury at the same time. The 3 games into the year, you lose LeBron Ray to a foot. And then down the stretch of the season, you lose DJ Edwards injury, not to mention Tua with the hip. So there was just so much adversity throughout the course of that season. And with Mac Jones taking over from the Tennessee game where Tua got hurt with the ankle, and then from the Mississippi State game due to the Iron Bowl to the rest of the season, you really thought that Bama would still have a shot to get in that playoff, especially the Iron Bowl where Mac Jones played his heart out, played his guts out, even with the 2 pick sixes there, had 4 touchdown passes, had 335 yards, gave it everything he had to put that team in a spot to win that game. And, unfortunately, you miss a field goal, you lose 48-45, and you find out, man, I'm not in the playoff. The adversity that team went through, and to still have a shot to get in there, though it didn't get in there, and you look at how the playoff format would have it structured, and it still wouldn't get in there. It's just amazing and interesting to look at there, Mark.
Folks, I posted a video on the main channel. I'm going through every season in applying the 12-team proposal, and I just posted 2019 this morning. And again, it astounds me that the likes of Baylor, Penn State, Wisconsin, Utah, with the same record as Alabama, either 10-3, 10-2, or 11-2, basically the same record, would have been chosen over the Tide. Got Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama on the line to discuss the Tide, of course. Let's get to the actual playoff. We don't need to outline the entire system. If people don't know it by now, look it up. It's basically 6 conference champions get automatic berths based on the highest ranking. You got 6 at-large teams, potentially with some other conference champions potential. And then you get the 4 byes to the highest-ranked conference champions. Your thoughts about the way the 12-team looks to you and whether it will work?
At first glance, Mark, I am all for more college football because this is a sport that we all consume, we all are immersed in, we all truly, truly enjoy. And we knew when the playoff first started that it was going to put a lesser value on the bowl games. Not saying that the bowl games don't matter, because they do. Because let's face it, for so many teams out there, you're not going to make the national championship game. So the best that you have to pitch to your program, your fans, your recruits, and things of that nature are going to those bowl games. But when the playoff was first implemented in 2014, it became the fact that if I'm not in the 4, how special was my season? If I'm not in the 4, how good was my season, truthfully? So when you have a 12-team proposal here, you're getting more college football, you're getting more action, you're getting an opportunity to see, more teams be included, a chance to create more parity. And I've always been one to say, as much as we love to talk about, we love dominance, we love greatness, we actually love parity. We actually love seeing more teams get in, more chaos being created, more chaos ensuing in whatever sport that we're pulling for, and this creates that. So in terms of will it work, that's going to be the key because, you're always going to have somebody upset, right? Even when you put together an idea and you feel like it's going to work and you've done the research and you've done your due diligence and you made sure that no stone was left unturned, you're always going to have somebody not happy. So the main thing here is, Mark, is if Bill Hancock and the committee can get 70 to 80% of the masses on board, and if they can find a way to make this create some type of attention for the masses, then I think it has the opportunity to pan out, because I think what people want more so than anything is having more teams, more student athletes involved here in the playoff. And I know there have been extremes on both sides. You have the first side going, well, this is greed, this is all about the dollar, this is not for the student athlete, you're putting more wear and tear on their bodies. But then you have the other side going, well, wait a minute now, this gives 3 times the student athletes more of an opportunity to compete in a venue, being the CFP, that normally they would not even be in. So I understand it from both angles. This is going to be exciting to see how Bill Hancock and that committee can get it to where it's fun, it's exciting, it's creative, but more so than that, with more teams added, can we get the matchups that everybody wants to see?
Folks, I've posted a analysis breakdown of the playoff proposal as I see it, the good points and the bad points. Please check it out on the main channel and leave me your comments about what you think of the 12-team playoff and my analysis of the good points and, again, the bad points. Stephen M. Smith, Touchdown Alabama. You can join him right here on YouTube. Just search In My Own Words. Correct, Stephen?
Absolutely.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 Central, Stephen taking calls, analyzing Alabama and the SEC. Stephen, we always appreciate you stopping by. You have a great summer, and I'm sure we're going to flag you down here soon.
Absolutely, man. Mark, you take care.